Wow. Wow. Literally everything I was saying was going over your head. I hate my mic. I hate it so much. That pisses me off. Oh my god. Thank you, Caitlin, for pointing that out. Sorry. Need to get that out, because that's frustrating. Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We are going to be continuing our playthrough of Lost Belt 6.5, which isn't actually a Lost Belt, but a singularity, a chapter called Traum. Blame Moriarty? Fine, let's do that. But yeah, I was trying to recap what's going on in the story. That before we can go to South America and do Lost Belt 7, we were encountering a major singularity that is threatening proper human history. So we go to investigate, and we find this strange world where most of the residents are heroic spirits, usually of pretty low renown, to the point where they don't even bother to give their names half the time, and their portraits are just like the generic saber, archer, assassin designs that they use on the cards. But the idea is that there's three major factions, and they're all fighting each other. Up north, we've got this Revenge Realm, which is being led by Kriemhild, Siegfried's wife. She's all pissed off. Yeah, the Zero-Star Servants, that's a good way of putting it. But then we've also got the Reinstatement Realm, which is being handled by Emperor Constantine XI. And lastly, there is the realm run by Charlemagne, Charles the Great. And they're all fighting each other. And we arrive, and they all seem to hate proper human history. So we don't really know where we should go. Ritsuka got kidnapped and brought to the Revenge Realm base and is now being held captive. Meanwhile, the other two servants that were summoned, or that were brought with us into the Ray Shift, were Sherlock Holmes and Vlad III. Vlad III got his ass kicked because we've got evil fucking Moriarty, like Moriarty Lily. He's like a younger form of him, claiming to be another apostle of the demon, of the alien god. Sorry, he's overpowered and he's beating our ass. And he tried to convert Vlad. So Vlad is like, "Nah, I'm not gonna join you," and he killed himself. But right now it's Sherlock and Caddock Zemlopis, who is now finally not, like, in a healing coma after he got his butt totally kicked prior, and now is pretty much being forced to help us out with a collar on his neck that will fry his magic circuits if he tries to disobey or fight back against us. So they're trying to go to Charlemagne and be like, "We think these guys are the only ones that are going to be allies with us and help us rescue Ritsuka." Meanwhile, poor Ritsuka is hanging out in the dungeon of the Revenge Realm, and Salomé is treating us nicely, but apparently if she cares for us too much, she'll start seeing us as John the Baptist and have an urge to behead us, which is not good. So yeah, that's more or less where we're at. We are going to jump right back into the story. Oh, you almost fell. Oh, right, they're mountain climbing. Are you alright, Caddock? More or less, but damn, this mountain's even steeper than I imagined. Too bad steep isn't all it is. Look out, you have flying monsters headed your way at high speed. Then we'd best hurry. They only need to knock us off, and that will most assuredly be the end for all of us. The two of you, that is. Yeah, I know, but I can only go so damn fast. There, I can see a crag. Not as stable footing as I'd like, but it's far better than a climb. I suspect they'll give up and leave us alone if we can reach the crag and stay there a while. You'd better be right about this, detective. Except they're gonna make us fight. So, if they're gonna leave us alone, that doesn't make any sense. So these fights with Sherlock are an absolute slog, and it's a pain in the butt. Mr. Seegerson? Glad to see Kadok. Yeah. Those damn birds, they paralyzed me. What a waste. No! I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna put this on. Evade! The bird monsters won't leave us alone. That's odd. I should have put debuff immune on. I can't keep doing that crap. Man, that defense down debuff doesn't last very long now, does it? That's pretty lame. It should last quite a bit more. We got a baby Sherlock here. He finally gets a chance to shine and to make him so underpowered that he literally can't help but blow it. Yeah. It's definitely a weird decision. Glad the impaled, yes. Great hiatus. The fall from Reichenbach Falls. Homes went all over the globe, including Tibet, where he went by the alias Mr. Seegerson. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, he seems to do pretty much anything, or everything. Cool. Made it through that one without losing half my health. That's good. That's good. Get out of here! Whoa, nice spell. It was just a Magecraft flash bomb. I didn't actually attack it. Oh. It seems like Gordolf wants to be friends with Kadok, and it just ain't working. A wise decision. Few attacks are more effective against wild animals than blinding them. Now then, Kadok, I think you had better take a few steps back. You are on it today, Holmes. I'm picking up a servant directly above you guys. Whoa, who the hell is this? They're not just fast, they keep blinking in and out, too. Are you sure it's not just some bug in the equipment? What? You monster birds of a feather really are sticking together, huh? Huh? Was that supposed to be some kind of wordplay? But I can't have you taking these people and feeding them to your chicks. That's just evil. No, wait, I guess you're really not being evil if you're just acting on instinct, huh? Still, can't let you do it, sorry. After all, those people from Bardera are our special guests. It would seem we have nothing to worry about, apart from his mispronouncing Chaldea, that is. Now get ready for my noble phantasm. Oh, is this Astolfo? Yep. La Black Luna! Yay! Well, it's Astolfo. That's always good. We love Astolfo here. Ugh, he just hit us with it, too! I certainly wasn't expecting that. Well, wild animals aren't exactly known for their fondness of loud noises. Makes sense they'd run off. Oh, that takes care of that. Ta-da! Oh, did you just break your little kneecaps? I can't hear a word he's saying. Oh, no. He gave us tinnitus. That's what happened. And now he's way up in my personal space, being all buddy-buddy, and I still can't hear a damn word. Stop. I can't hear you. Just stop. Excuse me. Oh, are you talking to me? Wow, the future is now! Yeah, sure is. Okay, Gordy, he's all yours. Hey, what? How did I get pulled into this? Because I was overcome by the terrible feeling that every word I said would go in one ear and out the other. Huh, what kind of excuse is that? You there. Who are you? I'm guessing you're affiliated with Charles the Great of the Righteous Reel. I'm Astolfo! Too loud! Wait, Astolfo? How did you not recognize him, you idiot? As in... Right! That's the same paladin from the Legend of Charlemagne who went to the moon and back. Astolfo. Whoa, so does that mean I'm famous? He's also well known for being, completely insane, as I recall. Woo! Haha! There, I can finally hear again. Astolfo, the heroic spirit. Then when you released your true name earlier, I take it that was the same horn you used to chase off harpies? Yep, it's super handy when you're gonna get rid of demonic beasts. I could cause some real chaos in an enemy army if I blew it as hard as I could. Anyway, it's great. I see. As for us, we are... Wait, don't tell me. You guys are with Caldera, right? Huh? Is that not right? What was it then? The moon? We're with Chaldea. I'm Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, and this young man assisting us is Cadix Zumlapus, a mage. Nice to meet ya. But I already did the whole greeting thing earlier. Huh? You couldn't hear me? Why not? Oh, right. That was my fault, wasn't it? Damn right it was. Whoops, sorry about that. Still, it beats being bird food, right? Especially since you guys couldn't have lasted more than 3 minutes where you were. So yeah, my bad, but also not my bad. Can those things be both true at once? You know what? Let's forget it. Not like I'm gonna have permanent hearing damage, right? Oh, definitely, probably not. So it's fine. Sorry, was that a probably I heard in there? Anywho, thanks for coming, Chaldeans. For reasons I still don't understand, our righteous realm has been waiting for you. I still have no idea what's going on, but please follow me. You think we can trust him? If I'm correct, we should be perfectly fine. Apart from one or two small issues, at least. Oh, but I do gotta ask you not to tell the other realms about ours, okay? There'll be tears if you do. That's it? Whose? Roland's. Ah, should have figured he'd be here too. Of course he is. This is Charles the Great's realm, you know. Oh, that reminds me. You might see him bopping around in the buff every now and then. But don't worry too much, it's just his thing. Got it. Huh? Wait, in the buff, like naked? Why? Huh? You mean you don't know? Isn't there a super famous legend about Roland, you know, letting it all hang out? Yeah, there is. I know about it too. But why is he still getting naked now? Ah, yeah, that's a good point. It's not great in mixed company. Can't argue there. I guess we could cover him up with seaweed or do that whole pixelated blur thing. This sounds pretty bad. What do we do, Da Vinci? Your lore videos are helping you relatively quickly get through the game and catch up. Yeah, indeed. I'm glad to know. I mean, I still think they're worth reading through, but they do take hours and hours, and most of us had the luxury of playing this game over several years and not having to do this catch-up work. I don't see a problem here. Naked heroes are beautiful things. As long as you go both ways. Or you don't mind if we go both ways. Oh, right. I forgot about Da Vinci's artistic side. Well, anywho. The more sightly we can make unsightly things, the better. Now, let's get going. Alright, might as well. Indeed. By the way, Kaduk, if I might say something about Astolfo. Yeah? I didn't expect any of Charlemagne's 12 paladins to be so, cheerful. They all look like a bunch of goofballs, Bradamante included. I wish she were still here. There are a number of wild legends pertaining to him, but one in particular seems especially relevant right now. Oh, what's that? It's from a tale known as Orlando Furioso. It tells of Astolfo traveling to the moon in search of a cure for Roland's madness. In the process, he reacquires his own lost sanity, only to lose it again upon his return from the moon. My point is, as a hero, Astolfo is very closely associated with madness. More like silliness in this case. Woohoo! Yeah, I knew that. I have a real bad feeling about where this is going, so go on. Of course. It would seem he's ridden off his own horse and forgotten us entirely. Come, we must catch up. This is my life now. Astolfo is leaving you behind at incredible speed. At least we can still tell which direction he's headed in. Please hurry. That's not the kind of thing I ever expected to hear out of either of them. This is too good to forget. I'm gonna record this for posterity. It's a crime that scene wasn't animated. That would be fun. There's a lot of really good scenes. And touchdown! Huh? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Whatever. No, not whatever. Oh! I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate that at least. Now, in the meantime... Water, please! You got it. Bring this guy all the fruit-infused water we've got. That sounds nice. Whew. Fond though I am of this outfit, it was not made for long-distance sprints. Indeed, it was quite the sight to behold. So this is Charles the Great's realm, hmm? Do you prefer the Knight of the Round Table or the Knights of Charlemagne? I mean, I gotta say Knights of the Round because we got Mordred. If it weren't for her, though, I'd probably go Charlemagne, surprisingly. Although... Here we go! It's time for calisthenics! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! Don't forget to use your card to get your card stamped when you're done, guys. Fresh veggies for cheap. Come and get your cabbage while it lasts. Why am I out here selling vegetables? I was Paracelsus' apprentice, damn it! How is it so idyllic? How can it be this peaceful? It must be what Charles the Great wants from his subjects. His direct subordinates appear to be of like mind. Gotta say, this isn't what I expected. I figured this place would be all conquest. You know, military expeditions, that kind of stuff. They must be keeping their military facilities hidden away. They are clearly keeping all crucial information under careful guard. Yep, that's it. I'm really sorry about that. Now I see. I did not understand why you were in such a hurry to get here, especially if you had simply forgotten about us. So, that is your usual modus operandi? What are you talking about, administrative advisor? Astolfo most likely comes to this realm at top speed to make sure the other realms are unable to follow or trace his route. He may have carelessly forgotten about us, but I imagine the speed with which he came here is simply a habit by now. Whoa, you really are a great detective, huh? You got it in one. It's still no excuse for leaving you guys behind, though. So you pretty much always have to come here at top speed. Yep, okay. Time to go see Big Chuck. Come on, follow me! Woohoo! Are you ready, Kaduk? Yeah. I know I've told you this before, but just to be entirely clear. If we lose connection again, Holmes, you do the talking. If they demand to speak to a master instead of a servant, then I want you to speak on our behalf, Kaduk. I know, I'm not going to push my own agenda here. Besides, I don't even have one at this point, so don't worry. I'll be the best impartial negotiator I can. Oh, right, one more thing. Oh, it seems like we went under a tunnel. Oh well, I expected as much in a castle. Then we'll stick to the plan we covered in the meeting. Who the hell is texting me? Interesting. Of course, we know that whoever King Charles is sitting behind there right now is not the real King Charles. Sir Charles the Great, we have a gift for the Imperial Knights here. I'm told they're demonic beast livers that can restore magical energy. You handle it. His Imperial Majesty says to give one liver to each of the Imperial Knights. Yes, my liege. I have today's report, Your Imperial Majesty. There were 4 fights between servants today. Noble phantasms were used in 3 of them. Punish them. His Imperial Majesty says to cast seals on everyone who used their noble phantasms. There will be no consequences for those who did not use their noble phantasms. The fact that they did not means they have not lost their senses. Sorry, I went looking at the chat and that totally derailed my brain. What did you miss? Namely, Caddock and Sherlock finally reaching Charles the Great's domain. Yes, my liege. Charles the Great. Astolfo, one of the 12 paladins, reporting back. I brought the guests we discussed before. His Imperial Majesty has ordered that he be left alone with his guests. Everyone else, including the Imperial Knights, must leave the room. But your It's alright, they aren't dangerous, and they have no backup. Those were great dancing from the High School of the Dead. Yeah. I haven't seen it. It's not my top priority right now, Dawson. Yes, my liege. Thank you for going to greet them, Astolfo. No problemo. So, Sherlock Holmes, the servant. What business do you have in the righteous realm? Then again, perhaps I should ask you instead. The master rather than the servant. Yeah, that tracks, especially if they already know Holmes's true name. Caddock Zemlipus. I'm technically a master, but I'm not contracted with Holmes. I'm just a backup, really. I see. Then the true master of Chaldea must be the one taken prisoner. That's right. Our first priority right now is rescuing Sarah, the master who was captured. We'd like your help with that. Of course, we're willing to compensate you however we can. But I hope you'll be willing to help us rescue her before we pay you. We know she's being held prisoner in the Revenge Realm, but that's it. What do you say? Who's your favorite High School of the Dead girl? Is her name Sayako? The one with the sword? She's pretty good. And I think her name is Rei, the other main girl, who uses the little stabby spear. Went to check if you were on my friends list, realized, oh. I like them both. As payment, His Imperial Majesty demands that you swear sole allegiance to this realm. Sole allegiance, huh? Normally, we'd have to refuse a side quest, a request like that, but now... Understood. We'll do everything you tell us to. But I would like to say something first. I don't think your Imperial Majesty, Charles the Great, would ever order us to do anything that would obviously cost our lives, but... I see. So you already accounted for that possibility. These are your words he is parroting, I take it, Lord Holmes. I do hope you can forgive my assistance in this matter. We had time to discuss some of the questions I expected you might ask on the way here, you see. Makes sense. His Imperial Majesty agrees to your terms. You are the elite stargazers who have conquered no fewer than 5 lost belts. If we are to expect similarly great achievements here, then we must begin by rescuing your master, Sarah. Can you do that? Yes, though it will require a considerable sacrifice. Go on, Minerva. That's cool, they actually made a sprite for Minerva. Well, we had that back in Olympus, didn't we? Except this one's seen better days. Huh? Was that the Minerva from Olympus? It looked pretty different, but that was definitely it. How did tech from a Lost Belt wind up in a singularity? I can worry about that later. There are more important things to deal with right now. Hold on, where did that owl just go? To make you Chaldeans' wish come true. You mean it already went off to rescue Sarah? They do say the most effective strike is the one the enemy never sees coming, do they not? Well, yeah, but how's the owl going to pull that off? A considerable number of servants loyal to the Righteous Realm are hidden among the Revenge Realm's ranks. Our realm's natural defenses make it difficult to come and go, which complicates collecting information from our agents. But it's enough to learn more about the Reinstatement Realm, since the Revenge Realm is fairly lax about security. I see. So you've been acquiring information on the Reinstatement Realm using the Revenge Realm as a sort of relay point. But then, when it comes time to escape... Indeed. His Imperial Majesty says that casualties will be unavoidable. Whoa, are they serious? That seems like way too much of a downside for them. All they get is our total allegiance, which seems like the least they'd expect from us. Plus, we can always renege on that promise after we've rescued Sarah. I mean, they haven't even made us so much as a sign of... What the fuck? Sorry. That's a weird sentence. I mean, they haven't even made us so much as sign a Gesh scroll to seal the deal yet. What kind of deal is this, even? Is there something weird about this entire place, like in Fairy Britain? No, now's not the time for this, Caddock. Just let Holmes worry about that kind of thing. Whether they're lying to us or not, the fact remains that they did start a rescue operation. Let's just take this one step at a time. Heyo! You have my deepest gratitude for your kindness and generosity, Charles the Great. Now that the operation has begun, it should take Minerva about 2 days to return. In the meantime, His Imperial Majesty will see that you two are given rooms. You are welcome to rest there until further notice. Come on, I'll show you to them. Thank you, Astolfo. A moment, please, if I may. I have one final question. I understand why we weren't permitted to view your visage, Charles the Great, much as I would have liked to. But may I inquire as to the name of your aide, Miss? Oh, me? I'm just a secretary. An ordinary secretary who happened to accomplish something halfway heroic in Spain. I see. Thank you for your forthcomingness, my lady. Come on, guys, this way! And thank you once again for your help, Charles the Great. Indeed. Ugh. This is why I hate great detectives. Huh? Is everything okay? Hell no, everything's not. Pardon my language, but no, sir, I'm pretty sure he's on to us. I don't think he's determined our true names, but I do think he's uncomfortably close. I knew it was a mistake to send Minerva. Oh well, I still owe Chaldea a debt. I can't do anything else until I've repaid them. Really, sir? I don't think you owe them anything. Well, that's because it's a whole one-sided emotional attachment thing on my end. I doubt they even know. So, on that note, yes, not to worry, sir. I'll still do anything you ask of me. Thank you.
Thank you. Sandwich. Oh!
Meanwhile, what's happening to poor Ritska? So, just as I was about to bring her today's meal, I remembered humans are supposed to eat 3 meals every day, which gives me an excuse to see her 3 times each day. I can't believe I didn't realize something so obvious before. And so I giddily set about making him a meal. Him? Don't you mean her? Oh, right, because you're obsessed. Ah, Jokanan, my darling, beloved Jokanan. Oh yeah, how did I meet my wife? It was the first day of college. I was psyched up to go and meet people because I had a bad breakup during high school. And, there was a social event in our dorm in the basement, so I went down there, and it was like a rock painting event. It was just something to break ice over, I suppose. And she said something about J-pop. I just heard her, and so I went to her and started talking about that, and we really hit it off. After everyone had left the event, it was just us sitting there talking for like at least a good hour or so afterward. It's pretty cool. Within the week or two, we were dating, I'm pretty sure. Of course, she isn't Jokanan. But my head hurts. My head starts to ache. Someone is whispering in my ear, Jokanan, Jokanan, Jokanan! Think. She's the saint I love. No, that's not right. I can say this for certain. She is neither a saint nor a hero. She's the same ordinary sort I could have found anywhere, like all the others I saw when I was alive. Just another in the endless sea of average people. There, my headache's gone. Now to pay her a visit. Here you go. Today I tried my hand at making rice balls. I hope you like them. Looks good to me, but are you sure this is rice? 'Cause it looks like barley. Oh, good. Go then, eat up. Could I get one, too? Why should I give you one? You don't even need to eat. Now, there's enough to go around. There is? Well, if you say so, I guess it's okay. Here you go, but just one. Whoa, really? Thanks. Well now. I've definitely never tasted anything like it. I think I'll try one too. Hey, were you just being nice? Huh? I mean, these are, well, bad. You should have tried it yourself. It's the sign of a cook. You try your food before you give it to someone else. You think? I thought they were pretty good. You really think so? I mean, they're mushy, crumbly, too hot, too salty, too sweet, but not all in the same place. What happened with the bad breakup in high school? I mean, it was a relationship of 2 years, but she broke up with me, and it was depressing. Very depressing. And it was right before, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with the rest of my life and go to college and all that other stuff, and so it was like, I don't know, having to start from scratch on a lot of my social life. And they were all gritty. Just goes to show how people from different countries have different tastes. Doubly so when they're from different eras. So basically, it doesn't matter to her if they taste bad. As for me, I'll come right out and say it. I can tell you, having lived the life of an adventurer who has grown accustomed to eating anything and everything, that these are straight up terrible. Hey, they also say the most important ingredient is love, right? But I want to be able to enjoy the same foods she does. Oh, I see. Well then, why don't we look for something we both like? Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. No, a great idea. Maybe an apple would be the easiest choice. How about making an apple pie? Apple pie? So like cutting an apple up, doing a bunch of stuff to it, then putting some bread on top of it? That might be a little advanced. How about barley porridge? I mean, you obviously have plenty of barley, so if you mess up and have to redo it, you're not about to run out. That's it. It is? Barley porridge. I think I've had that before. Let's see, what was it called again? Oh right, Kikeon. That doesn't seem too hard. I bet if you look, you could find at least one servant who knows how to make that. Kikeon. Okay, I'll try that. Yo! Crimson Pendragon X. Come on then, let's get out of here. Me too? Are you sure? It's fine, I already made up my mind. Look, even the servant standing guard won't say anything, will you? You're kidding, right? Of course I will. This is who I am. I have to have my way. Oh, alright, I guess you can leave. It should be fine as long as you just stick to the kitchen. Thanks. Then come on, let's go. Man, why now of all times? Hey, relax, pal, it'll be fine. They'll be back, I'm sure of it. That's not what I'm worried about. We just don't want her drawing too much attention. Huh? Wait a sec. What division are you from again? That caster was weird, but at least she was nice enough to give us a recipe. I guess we have no choice but to make this now.
Me help.
And now we have an assistant, too. Let's give it a go. Okay. This feels so strange. I forget how many strange things there are in this world. Forgot. For me, food always just appeared out of nowhere. I mean, I was technically a princess. Whenever I was hungry, people practically tripped over themselves to bring me food. Of course, someone had to cook the food before I could eat it. I understood that, but I never really knew what went into it. But now, at long last, I finally get it. Cooking is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this should do it. Now we just add a little mint on top and... there.
Dekimashita!
Me bring some to Lady Creamhild.
Oh, good idea. I'm sure she'll be thrilled.
Yeah, me too. Sarah.
Me?
Good luck, me do best too.
Okay, let's go back to your cell and have this there. Okay. Oh good, you're back. Hey, that looks good. What is it, Kikeon? That's right, it's Kikeon, and this time I'm definitely not giving you any. We only made enough for 2. I see. Well, I'm sorry about this, Salomé. The servants from yesterday? Sarah? In Charles the Great's name, we've come from the righteous realm to rescue you. Ah, the other Chaldeans await you there. We're saving you from this realm at their request. Any objections? Please say none. You should have done this when Salomé was not around. None. Great. Then let's hurry. We don't have any time to waste. Oh, really now? Please don't move, Salomé. We may be nameless servants, but you can't take us all at once. We've still got the upper hand. If that were true, your hands wouldn't be trembling, besides. you sure? Won't you lose by default if you try to fight anyone here? Damn it. Even gone rotten, you're still Salomé, huh? I'm not rotten. Every part of me is as fresh as morning dew. I'll say. Is that really what's important right now? Okay, suit yourselves. Neither the gallows nor the rack would be a suitable complement to her charm. Salomé. It's okay, go on, hurry up. Even I don't know what I might do next. Thank you, Salomé. Okay, let's get... Wait, just give me 10 seconds. Wait, what are you doing? Sarah? You gotta try your food. Come on, you don't have to force yourself to... Thank you for the great meal. You saw a chick giving BJ outside of school. That is kind of awesome. I don't know, that's just something I've never seen. It would have been very interesting for me to have that kind of experience in my youth. Okay, we're really going now. Got that? Eat it by yourself. Put this on and cover your face. We don't want anyone recognizing you. You got it. We're pretending to be scouts heading out to the reinstatement realm. You don't have to say anything until we get out of here. If anyone asks, we can say you have a particularly strong madness enhancement. Come on, we'd better hurry while Berserker's buying us time. Berserker? You saw him yesterday, remember? The guy who keeps changing up how he talks? He's about to go on a rampage in the castle to buy us some time. So let's hurry up and get out of... I said wait! Huh? I'm coming too. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Mwah. Huh? But you're... What? If you don't let me come along, I'll kick up a big fuss. So big you won't even be able to think about escaping. All right, come on then. Just like that? We don't have time to argue right now. If she wants to come with us, then we'll just have to let her. Thanks, Ryder, who doesn't look at all like Jokanan. Oh, this'll be wonderful. The start of a whole new journey. I'm afraid that's not what this is, Salomé. Then what is it? This is a mission we've taken up knowing full well that we may not make it home. Let's go. Sarah? No, Master. It's time we go. We of the righteous realm shall protect you with our lives, this we swear. What are you doing? Please stand back, my queen. This berserker's too strong for us. Surround him! Stop. Huh? I said stop. Off with his head. That was amazing, my queen. That servant didn't belong to my realm. This was a diversion. Go check on the prisoner. That won't be necessary. Both the servant and the master who were being held there have escaped. They were aided by the scouts who originally captured the Master of Chaldea. On top of that, Salomé was elected to join them, or has elected. What terrible timing. I thought I would get to see her head roll soon. I'm going after them, ready 3 scouting squadrons, and call for an assassin and an archer. I want 100 personas for my assassin, and that sharpshooter for my archer. I'll make them both my vassals. come with me to track them down too, Zhang Jue? Yes, my queen. Not even a moment's hesitation. If this berserker was meant to buy them time, then he threw his life away for nothing. Alright, that just leaves one other job. What did he do? Smack something on the ass? Oh, it's the big guy. The big guy. We don't know what that is yet, but there's a big guy. Uh-oh. I lost the connection to my familiar. Berserker's dead. So we've been found out. Damn it. This is really getting bad really fast. Well, yeah, of course. Grandfather Zhang Jue has a surveillance network that covers the entire Revenge Realm. I think he uses familiars, puppets, something like that. Damn, seriously? Can you tell where or what they are, Caster? No way. We might be both casters, but he way outclasses me. All we can do is run for it then. At least the other servants shouldn't be onto us yet. Attention! The servants of Scouting Patrol 1 are helping the Master escape. Kill them all. Do whatever it takes. That includes the Master. I don't want her falling into enemy hands. Whoever kills her shall be rewarded with one of Zhang Jue's enhanced mystic codes. Damn it, that was Creamhild! Now what do we do? Caster, if you have any spells that can confuse the enemy, use them now. Saber, Lancer, if they close the gate on us, can you use your noble phantasms to destroy it? No way. Neither of us has a sacred sword or spear. And I'll just have to get the Master out of here in my chariot. Try to hold out until I can meet up with the assassins who went on ahead of us. Then a few months later, this girl came up to me wanting to give me You've told me that. Why do you think she would give you one for free, but charge other people? I mean, the main concern there would be getting, like, some kind of STD or some shit. Assuming she was even pretty in the first place. Got it! Over there, I see them! Let's run for it, Master. Come with us, Salomé. Huh? Oh, okay. You can summon servants yourself, right? Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, I'm putting my faith in you then. See those 3 servants up ahead? We need to take them out right now or we're toast. Go for it! Is Salomé in the party? Okay, so we got all sorts of shit. Well, this time, I will definitely not forget to bring the correct friggin' Musashi, because she gets me through pretty much everything in this game, honestly. I still haven't found a better meta than just spamming the shit out of her. Ooh, you've got defense up. Oh, there are fights that disable the MP? Well, I'll look for something else then at that point. I didn't know there were some. There's always a gimmick with FBO, isn't there? Wow, use this. You wrote a core answer. I saw that. I don't necessarily agree with what you just said, Ezra, but whatever. Faster than just using Holmes. Way faster, are you kidding me? You did it! That was great! Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. I don't think I can keep this up. Well, if they force your characters, but yeah. Salomé, is something wrong with you too? I'm fine. Come on, let's go. Let's see. Good, the gate's still open. Let's move. I mean, clothes are still really important, especially for hygiene and warmth and comfort. Fashion is a fun way to express oneself, but I do think that, yes, everyone's very prudish. They're too afraid of showing certain parts under certain contexts. Yeah, don't enable a cheater. Don't do it. Let's see. Good. The gate's still open. Let's move. Lancer! I'll be right there. Oh wait, no, he got chained. What's wrong? I've been caught in a snare. Don't stop for me. Run! I'll buy you as much time as I can. Now go! Thank you! Surround them! You're not getting past us. Why, you little... weak. Archer! Oh no. On my orders, honor, or my name isn't... We'll never know your name. Shut up, foot soldier. Well, I guess take in the eye candy while it's there then, but yeah. Don't dare call yourself a knight if you can't even defeat a queen. A true knight always aspires to loftier heights and greater strength. Do not forget that, my elite knights. Yes, my queen. Kriemhild's from what myth? Siegfried's. She is Siegfried's wife. So they've gotten through the gate? I see. I'm going after them. Come with me, prepare a mound. Lancer just vanished, too. Stay sharp. Just because we're through the gate doesn't mean we're out of the woods. I know that. I'm sorry, everyone. Why are you apologizing? It's not like these guys are doing anything admirable. They just grabbed you and dragged you out of the dungeon. Even I could see you had no choice about going with them. Maybe so, but I was still going to have to escape eventually. I guess that's true, but I still don't think you have anything to apologize for. She's right. I'm sorry for putting you in this position. But I genuinely believe that this mission, that is, getting you out of this realm, is worth soldiers like us risking our lives. If we succeed, it'll be the greatest feat of our nameless second lives. I mean, you guys do still have your names, it's just apparently nobody gives a shit. This is where I get off. I'm going to cast a spell that'll turn this plane into a swamp! That should buy you a good bit of time. Good, I'm counting on you. Be careful, okay? She tells us not to apologize, but then she still has some degree of compassion. Alright. Transform! Let the earth sink as it becomes the sea. Let the flow of time be inscribed upon the ground. The spell that Caster used was originally meant to draw water from the ground, but he cast it in a much greater scale, so it would cover all of the nearby land in water, creating a sprawling swamp. My swamp! To make it even more effective, he also enlarged the topography of that same area. Though his trick wouldn't last long, it should have been more than enough to stop their pursuers in their tracks. Except, you obviously didn't think this through. What? Oh! For one thing, a spell like this fades as soon as its caster dies, which is why you're supposed to hide yourself first. For another, if you know your enemy has a caster of their own, then you should know they can and will cast another spell to counter yours. And finally, you should have known that this wouldn't be enough for the likes of me. Then, I lost before I even made my first move. Well, you did manage to force me to come out all this way. For that, at least, I commend you, nameless caster. Sir, I have a report. There's been a disturbance near the Retribution Gate. Another prisoner has escaped. Score. You mean the servant who's even weaker than a caster? Yes, sir. Apparently, he had an offensive mystic code all set and ready to go. He used it to set off a brilliant explosion, which convinced the other servants they were under attack. Oh, all right. If you'll excuse me, Your Majesty, I need my puppets to carry me back to the castle to take care of this. I don't know if I have anything to add, Dawson. It's interesting. You are expert in avoiding exerting yourself, Wouldn't it be better to use your own 2 feet? Especially if you have any intention of remaining healthy. Perhaps you'll feel differently about that sort of thing when you get to be my age. Fair point. In the meantime, I'll keep looking after them. And you, going after them. And you, listless-looking archer, are going to help me. Sure, Your Majesty. Just tell me what to shoot, and I'll shoot it. That's all I'm good for around here anyway. I've picked up their scent, my queen. They're headed in the opposite direction of the reinstatement realm. They must be trying to reach the righteous realm, then. We'll kill them before they get there. You don't get involved with a cheating scandal. You just don't. Whatever you do, do not let them out of this realm alive. Understood? Hell, I'd probably tell the boyfriend. You're like, you realize this chick's trying to, like, twerk on me and shit, yeah? Yes, my queen. Although it might be helpful to have recorded her on camera or something and use that as proof. What was that bird just now? They got Caster. I guess he didn't last very long after all. Hey, can I ask you something? Why are you all risking your lives to save this girl? It's what we were ordered to do. And, well, because it makes me sick to see someone be so despised when she didn't do anything wrong. Who wouldn't want to help her escape a situation like that? Arigato. Ah, don't worry about it. Was it that hard for you? Yeah, but at least I enjoyed spending time with you. Really? That's great, really great. I'm so glad to hear you say that. What? Ryder, get down! Ugh. Are you okay? No, you're dead. Yeah, I'm alright. You've been poisoned. Of course he has. Poison is an assassin's trademark. His death will be long and painful. You're just an assassin. I can easily handle... Iron rope.
Huh?
These sorts of encounters are what we excel at. You were a fool to underestimate us, Saber. Oh! Curse you! She called you gay because you wouldn't smash her? Seems like a pretty lame attempt at getting under your skin. So you got 1,000 Leagues, Geographer, and Poison Taster. And all you have left is a Poisoned Rider. I think you're about done running, Lady Salomé. You people aren't Jokanon. Huh? And nobody but Jokanon gives me orders. Get out of the way. This feeling, this excitement pounding in my chest, I think it's probably one of my usual attacks. But I still have a bit of sanity left, enough for me to still be able to say for sure that she isn't Jokanon. Hang in there just a little longer. I take a deep breath, then another, and then I do the only thing I can, my last resort. Hey, Master. Please give me your orders. How should I defeat these assassins? You got it, Salomé, and thank you. That's right, Master. I've made my choice. I'm going to stand with you. Woo! Well, we gotta use you. Oh, but I can still bring people along. Sounds good. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of different assassins. Couldn't have been just the one. And if it is just the one, well, we'll find out. Nope. See, there's plenty. I knew it. Hi. Yeah, I wonder if somebody's updated the Wikipedia with those 100-faced personas that they are aware of now. I like how that guy is just a big beefy mofo. It's pretty funny. Alright, Salomé, let's see what you're up to. Let debuff immune and increase defense for 3 turns and apply invincible. That's cool, and they try to kill you. Increase attack for yourself for 3 turns. Alright. This chick's insane. Insanely hot. Did you just throw plates at him? Well, I guess all these things that we're fighting are different personas. I imagine that's canon. Yeah, we just need to work around that whole I'll chop your head off thing. That's a bit of a fixer-upper, isn't it?
私のこと好き？ねえ、どう？
Let's see what you got.
ちょうだい。誇りにかけて。
Did you even have enough money to be a sugar daddy?
愛しくて愛しくて、さあ、あなたの首をちょうだい。ファム・ファタル・ブーゼン。
That didn't do jack shit.
どうそこです。お命ちょうだい。
You fucker. Just one little punch. One little punch is all it took. Well, I guess we have to survive with Salomé then. Hey, get your noble phantasm back.
早炊きですよ、カルメナ。下がっているように輝きを。気持ちがいい。
I see.
お命ちょうだい。たいなし。妖精接続。早炊きですよ、カルメナ。マスターの首はくれない。さあ、あなたの首をちょうだい。ファム・ファタル・ブーゼン。これでもまた及ばぬと。気持ちがいい。どう綺麗なお盆でしょ。楽しいでしょ。
Yeah, she's scary. But she's cute.
どう気持ちがいい。見てねえよかな。マスターの首ご褒美にちょうだい。
I used to think I could remain cold and unfeeling no matter what my mission was. But rebelling against proper human history, it seems we've fallen farther than I thought. Because they're narcissists who think that there's no way a man would not find them attractive or whatever. She overlaps too much with Kiyohime or Brynhildr. I mean, nobody overlaps her in terms of that outfit. My god. I think these assassins went easy on us. Come on, now's our chance to run for... Salomé? Don't worry about me, I'm okay. What about you, Ryder? Right, we have to go. Damn it, my chariot's all wrecked. We'll have to walk. Follow me, I'll show you the way. Lend him your shoulder. Thanks. I'll support him, Master. It'll be easier for me than for a human. Now come on, we need to hurry. If I know Creamhild, she's not going to give up anytime soon. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Creamhild will be after them like a predator that's onto its prey's scent. Salomé gazes ahead, shouldering the servant whose name she doesn't know. She sees a young man relentlessly forging on. She knows exactly where she wants to go and refuses to give up. Salomé can't help but be reminded of a saint. She knows the danger of such thoughts, but her heart wants what it wants. If she were able to stop, she would have taken her own life in sheer self-loathing the instant she was summoned. But she cannot, as a flower always seeks the sun, so too does Salomé always seek Jokanan. That drive is at the core of her being as a berserker. That will never change, regardless of whether she sides with humanity or rebels against it. And it's why Kriemhild is unconcerned. She understands it's only a matter of time until Salomé comes to see her as Jokanan. Salomé is well aware of that too. She knows she shouldn't have gone with her. Had Salomé only stayed behind and prayed for her safe journey, this smoldering love would have burned itself out. But the Kikeon changed it all. She would have been better off had she never taken a bite. But no, she gobbled it down before saying goodbye. And that was the moment her fate was sealed. Love, love, love. Well, how old are you, Dawson? It's the stuff of dreams, of beauty, of passage. And yet, she refuses to look my way. She forges ahead, always in the direction she knows to be right. Yes, that's it. That's exactly who you are, my beloved. I'm sure you'll have forgotten all about me by the time this journey is over. Even though I love you so, so much. And since I love you, I'm sure you'd be happy to give me your head. No, we've gone through this before. I'll give you head. I will not give you my head. There's a difference. Right, Jokanan? Ah, Jokanan, Jokanan, Jokanan. Damn, even my last resort of forging a servant contract didn't work. I can't hold myself back anymore. Would a real contract instead of just a temporary one have been enough to make things different? Maybe then I could have stayed by your side longer without starting to think of you as my holy Jokanan. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't see. Pain and suffering I can endure, but not love. Not love! That's just who I am. No matter how difficult or painful, no matter how evil I know it is, I can't stop these urges. Salomé? I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. We've almost reached Assassin's rendezvous point. We should be safe once we get there. Yeah, if only she weren't crazy. Indeed. This chapter is so long, it's taken forever. Assassin, there you are. I'm afraid this is as far as I go, Assassin. I'm counting on you to... nope. Run.
It's a trap. Get down.
Master. Oh no. Oh no, you're bleeding badly. That hurt. There. Now to finish her off. What do you think you're doing? Salomé, so it's true. You really did betray us. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you hurt my Jokanan? Huh? Hang in there, Master. These guys are dead. Woo! Take a bite of their face with your giant skull. To battle! Yay! Yay! Pretty sure the battle is... This is the node. You get Salomé, 2 servants or your choice, and 5 turns to finish. Yep. What happens if 5 turns pass? Oh, I missed what it said. It was such a fast subtitle. We need to finish in 5 turns, or what? I'm assuming the point is that Ritsuka's gonna perish.
腰が違うのです。腰が2.1流夏のせいってね。豪快にひらめちょうだいちょうだいお見せしましょう。
That skull would do a nice job chopping
あ
off
な
your
たの愛
Johnson.
をちょうだい。ファム・ファタル・ベース。
S3 is a full charge for the party if you can get to her for
My
long
name
enough.
is Musashi Miyamoto. 遊びましょうよ。
I don't really have a lot of crazy school stories. It was almost too boring, honestly.
腰が違うのです。腰が。よかな。
She just said Yokanan. I heard her say Yokanan. Maybe it is Yokanan.
ヒュー。さあ、あなたの首をちょうだい。
I'd take Salomé over Yuno. Yuno's, well, okay, Yuno is less dangerous inherently,
No,
but
no, no.
she's not as hot.
つむじ。ラテンゴ。
She's pretty hot, but my god, not night and day, yo. Night and day.
ちょうだい。
Off with the attacks.
さあ、あなたの首をちょうだい。ファム・ファタル・ブーセ。マスターの首。
Because we were talking, you can't necessarily use the Japanese pronunciation because they cheat. They just sound it out the closest they can, I guess, and sometimes not even that close. Damn it. Still, at least I accomplished my mission. Poor Salome, it's almost like she's under a crazy curse. Whereas Gasai is just insane. I did it, Master. Master? I can't hang on anymore. Master! Master! Master, hold on. Please, you have to hold on. Salome. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If only I'd been a little faster. Salome! Huh? You need to get out of here. I won't last much longer. The righteous realm is just past this forest. I'm going to fire my noble phantasm into the sky. If we're lucky, my comrades might realize I'm signaling them. But what about you? The mission comes first. Now get out of here, hurry! Is Morgan really that strong? I just don't get it. I used my Morgan, and she wasn't nearly that powerful. From there, it'll be all up to you. Please don't give up. Well, Yuno was absolutely horrifically abused by her parents, so there you go. Remember, she's human. She's not Yokanan. I know that. Good. Then go. Go! Damn it. I didn't want to die either. But my life wasn't worth much anyway. Shatter my spirit core for humanity! Noble phantasm, release!
Signal to the heavens!
In the fading distance as Salomé fled, a single shaft of golden light shot into the sky. It was, of course, incredibly faint, a far cry from the light given off by the sacred swords and demonic spears of seasoned heroes. But it was also, without question, the purest, brightest light an ordinary soldier could produce. I've got to hurry! Something else urged Salomé on. Their pursuers from the Revenge Realm cannot have failed to see that light. They could catch up at any time, as slowly as she was moving. What about Master's injury? She's okay. She's still breathing. She still had a firm pulse. She wasn't poisoned like the writer was. It's just blood loss. Salomé knows she needs to stop her bleeding, but she understands she simply cannot stop running. Like, I have NP2, Morgan, and people said that that was what you needed. And max foe. I mean, like, even max 4-star foes? And that brings an even more gut-wrenching truth to mind. Even if Salomé could tend to her wounds, she hasn't any idea how to stop someone from bleeding. Though she was given a measure of knowledge when she materialized, plenty of gaps yet remain. A girl who only knew love when she lived was never going to be given knowledge of treating injuries. It's okay, you're alive. You're still alive, of course. Because you're Yokanan.
Yoka?
I'm sorry, that's not important right now. We have to hurry. Come on. I know it hurts, but just please try to hold on a little longer. I have to hurry. I have to hurry. I can't watch her struggling so valiantly anymore. I can't let myself bask in her sheer nobility anymore. I have to get her to safety before my love makes me a monster. Uh-oh. Our eyes met. In an instant, her pure, earnest, devoted eyes pierced me to my core. Does that mean Salomé is Jewish? Too bad I can't read that phonetic alphabet. Yokanan. What? Yes, she's Jewish. She's the hottest Jew in fiction. Yokanan, please. Could you do something for me? The words poured from her, and she watched helplessly, as if trapped in a nightmare. I didn't know Hebrew princesses wore such clothing. You get this image of them just in, like, rags, a lot of times. Like, when they were escaping Egypt. Please, Yokanan, I love you so much. So won't you please give me your head? Damn. Well, she tried. She tried her hardest. Salomé awaits her answer with childlike innocence. She waits for her to make a decision, even as she fades in and out of consciousness. Her agreement is ultimately not a factor. Salomé will take her head all the same. Yokanan, Yokanan, Yokanan. Well, when you're showing the pronunciation of the phonetic dictionary or whatever, what do either of those middle symbols mean? Could you use more intuitive description of how it's supposed to be said? She's the daughter of Herodias, grandniece of Herod the Great, adopted daughter of her relative, Herodes Antipas. Both were kings of Galilee. I mean, that just shows how crazy things are when you go further back in history. Not to mention just how widespread Judaism was, Hebrew culture and all that. How could I have failed to recognize my love for you, even though I've been so close to you? Now go on, answer me. What will you say to my servant self with my servant powers? Will you bravely refuse? Will you pray to God? Will you smile at me? Or will you try to reason with me? I don't care which you choose. Any of these would be what Yokanan would do. Now, what is your answer? I still want to live. Huh? I don't want to die. I have comrades who are waiting for me. Huh? What are you saying? She begged for her life? That can't be right. If she was Yokanan, if she were a saint... she would have chosen to die nobly, or try and persuade me why she shouldn't be allowed to live an honest life. Either way, a saint wouldn't fear death. Their choice between life and death would be weighed so their soul could remain pure and untainted. But she's begging for her life. Her eyes are pleading with me to spare her. I see. You aren't Yokanan. Duh! Then I'm not interested in her. She's worthless. I don't have to save her. I'm sorry. Okay, let's keep going, Master. And yet, strangely enough, I find myself still wanting to carry her to safety. So very, very delicately, I keep going, trying to keep her alive, and cause as little pain as possible. Those servants are Kriemhild's vassals. Her vassals? You know how she's a queen, right? She can share her power with people, making them into her vassals and giving them powerful protections. Which means this could be kind of a problem. I've obviously lost the power she gave me. I'm sorry, can you walk on your own? Good, then I guess this is goodbye. You may not have been Yokanan, but I still had fun running away with you. Hi, Angelus. What'd you miss in the story since you started the stream? Twofold. It seems that Sherlock and Caddock got their way to, Charles the Great, his realm, with the help of Astolfo, and they have launched a rescue mission to save Ritska from the Revenge Realm. So a bunch of hidden spies were escorting us out, but one by one they've all been getting killed, while Salomé here is almost tried to take our head, thinking we're Yokanan or whatever, but then realizes, yeah, we're definitely not her. And now she's kind of trying to pull the Valiant Sacrifice card as well. Now then, she doesn't have nearly enough magical energy left, but the power given to her through command spell is still active. This command spell was given to her not by her current master, but her original one. Ah, berserker that she is, Salomé isn't much for thinking, but in this moment she can't help herself. Where did these command spells come from? A real mystery. What's more, everyone takes them for granted. No. maybe they physically can't question this power that's replenished every time they fight, even if they want to. Oh well, Salomé relaxes and smiles to herself. There's no sense worrying about it anymore. All that matters now is that she's going to fight to save her. She will die to save her. Come on then, Kriemhild. Try to get in my master's way. Yeah, I saw your thing, Ezra. I'll tear you to bits until there's nothing left. Now you be telling me that Morgan... Oh. Well, it's just us two. Well, that's no good. Maybe I should take a Lancer. Maybe I should take my Skyhawk. Yeah, why the hell not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Today you won't be able to stay on stream for as much, yeah. The modern Hebrew definition is the one that makes the... Well, yeah, I don't know what that X sound is. So it's more like Yohanan, kind of. Yohanan. Ah. So it's not the hard Joe, and it's not the K. And again, the Japanese doesn't really properly accomplish that, now does it? Oh, is she like invincible? Sure seems that way. Seems that way. How many gutses does she get? Looks like she's invincible. This might be more of a narrative fight than anything else. Permaguts is such a weird thing to say when you think about it. You fucker. You took away my noble fan. You asshole. You absolute dipshit. I don't like you no more. Yeah, she says kana in the Japanese, but that's not exactly accurate. Take it with a grain of salt since I didn't research deeper, but what I've heard. Talking to the artist string, the director of FF16, told the staff to go watch Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Stop shooting Skyhawk! Stop it! I would like to use my noble phantasm! But it's not gonna happen at this rate. Christ, man. This guy's hardcore. Well, Skak was gonna die. These guys are intentionally, like, cheating by, like, doing fucking max tier attacks. They're noble phantasms every turn.
Hi. No. 遊びましょうよ。
遊びましょうよ。
綺麗なお盆でしょ。ねえ。
I like we had to finish that fight, like, really fast to get Ritsuka to safety, but now there's a whole other fight on top of that. You'd think that between these two fights, you had to finish both up in 5 turns, you know what I mean? But it's like, oh no, Ritsuka's dying! But as soon as you get through the battle, it's like, okay, cutscene power. Power of cutscenes! Oh man, she bloody. She bloody. Master, you're still here? You stayed for me? Master, no, hold on. Master! Huh? She's just asleep. Well, this particular battle damage is more her being covered in the enemy's blood as far as I'm aware. Am I dreaming? She was in a meat packing plant or something? Oh, you mean a slaughterhouse? I can see you're wondering why I'm talking to you. Yes. Oh, don't be so shocked. This is the one time, this is just one of the things I can do. Think of this as a fateful encounter. What do you want? An unremarkable but eminently reasonable question. I want to know you better, of course. You are the very avatar of mediocrity, but for some reason you continue plodding into the future with tireless optimism. I find this, sadly, to be beyond my own comprehension. So what better way to deepen that understanding than conversation? Well, I guess in that case. Indeed, this is merely a dream. Surely you've experienced something similar once or twice before. Way too often, you know. The so-called foreign god cannot perceive dreams. I, however, have the powers of a divine spirit. I took advantage of these two things to arrange this little backroom deal. Then, does that mean... Oh, no. We're not discussing peace. It's still a foreign... Sorry, I'm still a foreign disciple. And for the record, I have no connection to this singularity either. Vengeance is at the heart of this singularity. And believe me, the one seeking it has a very, very good reason for doing so. Anyway, allow me to get to the point. I want your position, your seat at the table, so to speak. Huh? Not what you were expecting, Give up your seat, and I promise your life will be spared. Everyone else's lives, though? Well, you know what they say about omelets and eggs, and this is rather a large omelet. Not happening. Oh, you needn't decide now. Take some time to think it over. This is a once-in-a-lifetime betrayal, you know. Or maybe this would be the second in your case. Anyway, it seems we are to be interrupted by a rather irksome interloper. So I think I'll be on my way. Oh, you're awake. I still can't believe you fell asleep at a time like this. Are you okay? Me? I should be asking you. I guess you fell asleep because you just completely ran out of energy, huh? I didn't know how to stop your bleeding, but it looks like your mystic code managed to slow it down. Your heart's just beating a little stronger now. I see you're covered in blood now, too. Any new figures I'm interested in? Not at the moment. I mean, if I had, like, $1 million to do a shopping spree of figures, yeah, I'd go crazy. Maybe a little crazy, anyway. But none that are worth breaking the bank for, you know? I know, I look like a mess. Still, this was fun. You really aren't Yohanan, are you? No, Yohanan, are you? That's crazy, because we have Johanna, and now I've got Yohanan, or Yohanan. Crazy. Yohanan. Since she's not Yohanan, I feel no obligation to help her, but for some reason, I was still compelled to. It wasn't like the intense, overwhelming passion of love. The feeling was a small, smoldering thing. Maybe this is just what it feels like for a servant with a master. And I don't want her head, but I do want to protect her. Hey, listen, Was that a gunshot? Was it that Japanese archer? Yeah, I think our pursuers are here. Come on, we'd better go. You're almost there. It's not too much farther now. What would you do if you win $1 million? Not work. Well, I mean, I would still do YouTube, probably, because I enjoy it, but I'd no longer have the pressure of having to make a shit ton of money. It's crazy how those phonetics just jump all over the place based on region, you know? The master and her servant cross the gently sloping hill, trusting that something awaits them on the other side. Neither is likely to last much longer. Blood still seeps from their wounds. They're both near to losing consciousness. Even so, they're almost there. Just a little further. Would you buy some great Fate figures you can never get before? I mean, yeah. I definitely would to a certain extent. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's not like I'm the most lavish person in the world. It would be nice to have, like, a big old room just filled with, like, amazing collectibles and shit. Just like an otaku den. I mean, I kinda have some of that, but it's more humble at the moment. There, I see her! Both master and servant look up in unison. They immediately spot another servant waving his arms in big circles. Hey! Over here! As the night draws close, the master breathes a huge sigh of relief. Hey, are you okay? I see. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Well, that would be fun, too. Like, basically, it would be like, I'm not gonna go buy some, like, billion-dollar mansion, but it would allow me to, you know, actually buy the things I want as they come up without having to, like, question it so bad. Be like, oh, I want to eat this today. Cool, I can do that. Oh, I want to buy that figure? Cool, I can buy that figure. Oh, I want that game? Of course I got that game. You know, where I just don't have to worry. I certainly wouldn't whale it away on a gacha game, that's for sure. Okay, I'd better head back now. You mean you aren't coming? It would be hella nice to just pay off the mortgage and just, like, it would be so easy. That would be so nice. I wouldn't have to worry when my dog needs to go to the goddamn vet. All that kind of stuff. Yep. Taking the edge off stress-wise. Taking more time to be healthy for myself instead of grinding the work, you know. Take more time off to do, like, exercise and stuff. Speaking of exercise, they're doing the rhythm boxing game with Hatsune Miku instead of the generic Nintendo characters and stuff, so I'm looking forward to buying and playing that and hopefully getting a little bit more in shape than I currently am. That would be fun. Do punchy with Miku. That's right, the air in the righteous realm seems like it'd be awful for my skin, so no thank you. She flashes a dazzling smile, the spatters of blood making her seem all the more beautiful. Strangely enough. The next time we meet on a battlefield, we'll be enemies. Then you'll see how strong I really am. That's assuming they're taking you back. I can't change your mind about that, can I? It's not like a fighting game, it's rhythm boxing. Like an exercise video where you're throwing punches toward the screen with the Wii controllers. And it's a workout routine, not like actual punching. Like not making contact with others. It's like... yeah. But you get to see Miku and Luca, and they're in sports bras and sexiness, and I'm like, hell yeah. Maybe that'll inspire me to get healthier. I'm afraid not. Goodbye, am I not, Yohanan? Goodbye, you perfectly ordinary, perfectly wonderful friend. Ah, she really did want to live, didn't she? That's why she was so afraid of death, so hungry to live. She stood up after all that she could, after all, so she could live. Me? My joy comes from taking people's heads. It wouldn't be safe for me to be anywhere near her. I have realized, though, if you're really trying to lose weight, though, you're going to really struggle if all you're doing is, like, cardio, punch, you know, type of exercise like that. You really got to do more weight building, or rather strength training, because that burns so many more calories once you get your muscles all nice and sore, and for the next day or so, it's just constantly gobbling up all that bad stuff to build it into muscle. Easiest way. But cardio's important, too, and so that can be used for cardio. Me, my joy comes from taking people's heads. It wouldn't be safe for me to be anywhere near her. So, this is goodbye. Reluctantly, she turns her back to me. I'm so glad Salomé got this, like, cool plot arc. I do the same. Our backs touch briefly. She takes a few steps, slow steps forward. I feel her moving away, so I do the same. Running probably isn't an option for me right now. I'm that close to death. The gunshot, it pierced my spirit core. Every second is agony. What if someone donation $1 million from your fans? What would you reward them? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I mean, like, I make content that I want to make, and I hope that people enjoy the content that I want to make. Getting money in exchange for a specific type of content can work to a certain degree, but it also puts you in this weird, like, obligatory situation where it could interrupt the, what do you call it, the integrity of what it was that you were trying to aim to make yourself. I'm not necessarily looking to be making videos exclusively for somebody else, which is what I think $1 million would almost feel you indebted to doing, but yeah, it would be fun to find something. A mesomorph? What the hell's a mesomorph? But no, you do need balance, of course. But I'm just saying that, like, cardio alone ain't gonna get you there. The gunshot, it pierced my spirit core. Every second is agony. I don't want Master to see that, though. I want to remain the terrible, beautiful, dependable servant she knows, right to the very end. So I put every ounce of energy I have into pretending I'm fine. I like to think it was a performance for the ages. Maybe because I'd already been a target, but But I sensed the bloodlust from the second shot before it was even fired. They're just wasting their ammunition. Then again, maybe this is what they call assisted suicide. When living is nothing but agony, this is the only salvation I can ask for. The only salvation I need. Oh, she gets a new CG. Oh. The pain's gone. It really was salvation. I'm mad. I'm broken. I know that to a certainty. But even so, I want to believe that at least this feeling smoldering within me isn't a lie. Aw, she's so pretty. Look at those eyes. I'm so satisfied. This is all so much fun. I mean, yeah, I could worship them as the ultimate supporter, you know, do a wonderful tribute. But, like, being constantly indebted to somebody would kind of suck in the same way, too. Yeah, this game needs more CGs. Nikke's got them beat in that regard, too. And those move. You expected waifu bait? You know what? Waifu bait is good character. I don't care. There's nothing about how hot the chick is that has any inhibition on her being cool. It may have been only a few days, but they were some of the best days I ever had. Ah. Looking up at the sky, I see the evening sun peeking through the trees. This beautiful orange light reminds me of her inner warmth. I guess I should chant a prayer for her. That's what other monks would do. Forgive me, foreign princess. This is just what happens in a world at war. So you killed her? Yeah, she's gone. Guess my work here is done then. Shall I pursue your majesty? No need. The traitor has been dealt with. As for the master of Chaldea, just knowing which direction she went is enough for now. Grating as it is that the righteous realm has her. The very fact that they chose to act now is significant. For the time being, I'm satisfied that Salomé didn't end up on their side as well. Assassin, you stay here and keep an eye out for any other scouts from the righteous realm. Archer, you and I are returning home. You got it. You poor woman. It wasn't love you felt. It wasn't even affection. You felt nothing more than the pity the strong so often feel for the weak. But you mistook it for something worth so much more. You poor, poor woman. How sad that such an ordinary feeling to anyone else was something desperately precious to you. Don't undermine the beauty of what we just saw! You bastard! Alright, real quick. I really should have done this. I should have taken a screenshot. So I'm going to take a quick screenshot of that cutscene. I'm just going to race there. Oh, that's Sugitani. Interesting. What if you had $2,000 donate? I mean, that would be cool. This is a long fucking section, man.
Climbing the mountain.
Still on the escape route. The rewind function in this game, or the fast forward, is almost completely pointless. When every few seconds you have to do another choice of dialogue. It's like, I'm trying to fast forward, stop it. Hi, Kenny. Who's your good kitty? Who's your good Kenny Kenster? Little Kenshin boy. Seriously, look at that. It takes forever just to, like, fast forward a little bit. Because every 2 seconds, Ritsuka's gotta say something. Some shit was what I was gonna say. Something. Something. Yeah, you already answered. That was about it. I know, right? Choose a specific node. Come on! Or be able to back up just as much as you go forward. Well, I'm very happy right now. Of course, I'd rather be more I mean, I would like to be a bit more successful than I am, but I only need to be a certain amount of successful to feel comfortable in my place and with the people I care about. Now she's bloody. Now you're asleep. Gotta talk to stupid Moriarty again. If you're asking who she is, you've come a little late to the party. Will you stop putting choices? I hate this. This is what makes capturing the cutscenes an absolute nightmare, too. Because even though I have it on auto and I'm recording the cutscenes, I have to, like, fucking babysit the damn thing, because every 2 seconds I have to make a choice. Otherwise, the recording will just sit there forever. I'm like, Jesus, I hate that. Stop it, you prick. Alright, We're getting closer. All I want is to take a picture. I should have done it while I was staring at it. Because I can't go back to my stream and grab it. I have to do it myself. Come on, come on, come on, come on. My god, the dialogue is so long. Finally, we're back here. Now I just gotta wait till it does the zoom out. It's really sad how bad the compression is on this picture. Because you know they had to make a really nice high-res version that players are never gonna get to see. It's bullshit. There we go. All that work for that. I should have done that earlier. Anyway, see your answer, Dawson. Oh, I'm a big fan. Yes, well, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. By the end of this long-ass node, as you can see, we will continue the story. Oh yes, oh yes. Flashback. I keep fading in and out of consciousness. My back feels like it's burning up. I can hear someone calling me, but I can't answer. My body's way past its limit. Was she really okay? I hope I can see her again. I like this music. Stir! Master! Mashu? Master, you're awake. What a relief. Yep, and there's 22 frickin' chapters. Give me a moment, please. I just need to let Holmes know, and Caddick know you're okay. Where am I? You're in the righteous realm. I'm sure you have lots of questions, but I think Holmes can answer them better than I can. Can we talk for a bit, Mashu? Of course, I just finished informing them so we can talk until they arrive. How are your injuries? Are you in pain? I think I'm okay. Oh good, that's a relief. Your wound was serious. You lost a lot of blood. It's a good thing they had a caster who's gifted at healing magecraft there. Where's that caster now? They said they were done, and all you needed now was rest. Wait, oh, Sugitani. Gotcha. Ah, Sugitani's from Nobunaga's time. Okay, well that helps give some context. I've been here keeping an eye on you in the hospital. Well, not in person, of course, but still. Thanks, Mashu. Oh no, not at all. I just wish I could have done more to actually help. So you finally woke up, huh, Sarah? I'm delighted to see you once again, Miss Sarah. Holmes, Caddock. Now, which of us should go first? Why don't you start? Would you be so good as to tell us what happened after we were separated? I see. That's quite the story. So all the servants who helped you escape were killed. Yeah, things are expansive. These guys said they were all pretty skilled servants, too. They might have done better in an ordinary battle, but safely extracting a non-combatant is a whole other deal. Sounds as if they had a few factors working against them, but in this case it was a numbers game that simply didn't work in their favor. In situations such as these, the pursuers have an overwhelming advantage over the pursued. Still, we must be especially grateful for that rider's final use of his noble phantasm. That is what allowed Astolfo, a servant of the righteous realm, to find you so quickly. That rider did a truly excellent job and deserves all the praise in the world. As for you, Miss Sarah, this experience must have been thoroughly exhausting. At least you're in a safe place now, even if we're under constant surveillance. Then again, we're free to wander the places we like, since they're always watching and all. So then... Indeed. The righteous realm, or rather, the servant Charles the Great, is on our side, humanity's side. We have yet to hear him say so in as many words, admittedly. A number of his subordinate servants know this as well. But most servants in the righteous realm are still under the mistaken belief that Charles the Great is also rebelling against humanity. There are a few other important matters I need to discuss with you, but before we get to those, I suggest we go greet Charles the Great in an official capacity. Gordolf may technically be the director of Chaldea, but at present, you are unquestionably our representative. That being said, we've basically already hashed things out with Charles. All that's left now is to greet him, and... I guess Holmes still doesn't want to talk about it. He said we would once Sarah gets here, but... Oh well, I guess the greetings will do for now. That and a thank you. Gotta do it, especially since it was Astolfo, one of Charles the Great's own paladins, who rescued you. Got it, that sounds easy enough. Just so you don't forget, we're talking about the most powerful guy in all of European history here, okay? Yes, indeed. Just don't piss him off. I don't suppose you could give me a quick etiquette lesson? No, whatever. You'll be fine if you just kneel, I'm sure. That's it? Worked last time, why wouldn't it work now? Okay, so I've got to greet him and thank him. Hey, hey, how's she doing? Oh, hey, you're awake, that's great. How's the wound? All better? Yay! Oh, I'm Astolfo. Hi! I'm one of Karl der Grove's. Wait, Groze. Right? Or Grosse. Karl der Grosse, Charles the Great's 12 Paladins. Karl, Charles, who cares? You're gonna say hi, right? Come on, let's go! I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. Yeah, get used to that. You've been with Astolfo before. Come on, Caddock, you too. We don't want to keep His Imperial Majesty waiting. Waiting really grates on Charles the Great. Huh? Huh? Is this really the time for terrible puns? It's just... don't bother. Any reaction just makes him laugh more. See? Astolfo, will you shut up? Christ, you're like a little kid laughing at farts. Are farts not funny? No, they are not. I don't believe you. Oh, my apologies. I'm Roland. I'm one of Charles the Great's 12 Paladins. Yoroshiku. I'm relieved to see you in good health. Why are you being all formal, Roland? How come you're not strolling around Starco like usual? Look, Astolfo, it's not as though I go around stark naked because I like... okay, no, I do like it. So he does like it. But I don't go naked all the time. Even I know when it's okay to strip. Oh yeah? How are you feeling about now? I'd say about 70% of me thinks it'd be fine, 20% doesn't care, and 10% says it's a bad idea. Only 10%? That's it? The face of a man popping stomach medicine like there's no tomorrow. Don't worry, 10% of me is about the equivalent of 80% of most people. Even I don't think that makes sense. You're right, it doesn't, does it? Come on, follow me. I'll take you to see His Imperial Majesty. Try not to think about it too much. Stress kills. Okay then, I'll leave the snarky remarks to you. Nope, not my style. Really? I don't think I've heard anything but snark from him. Huh, why does it feel like someone's talking shit behind my back? Your Imperial Majesty, Charles the Great. I, Roland, and my fellow paladin Astolfo have brought you the Master of Chaldea. Indeed. His Imperial Majesty is absolutely thrilled. Hold on. Huh? Tell me about my servants. You mean the ones who helped me escape? Indeed. Your Imperial Majesty, I don't think... It's fine. I need to hear what happened. I owe them that much. You heard His Imperial Majesty, Master of Chaldea? As you wish.
Blah, 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 blah.
1 down. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. 5 down. 6 down. And 7 down. That would be an entire Grail Wars full of servants all dead in one mission. I see. I see. Thank you, young one. Your Imperial Majesty, I think you should... Huh? Oh yes, good work. Thank you? Now then. Is now a good time? Everyone else is gone, it should be fine. I think that's enough, Your Imperial Majesty. I imagine this act of yours is fairly tiring, pretending to be Charles the Great, that is. Roland. Sorry, but I figured the jig was pretty much up anyway. Am I wrong? No, you're not. Okay, sir, no more play acting. Huh? Really? I can stop now? You can. With Sherlock Holmes here on behalf of Chaldea, it was only a matter of time before you were found out anyway. So let's put an end to this chapter and begin the next. Rah! You pulling back the curtain already, Sancho? Yes, I am. No time like the present, as they say. Sancho? Then you must be Alonso... Why do they do this to me? Alonso Keanu? Like Keanu Reeves, almost. Alonso Keanu, better known as Don Quixote. There's a lot of hidden H's in a lot of these characters' names this time around. That's me! I am Don Quixote de la Mancha, right errant of Spain. Or as we like to say, or so we like to say, anyway, I'm Sancho Panza. Excuse me, I'm familiar with the story of Don Quixote, too. Well, no. Well, it's not Don Quixote. You have to be careful. I know how to say Don Quixote. No, it's Don Quixote. Right? 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 You can't be giving me that now. I've been saying that my whole life.
Don Quixote.
That's not right at all. That's horrible. This guy's name is Julian Miguel. He will know. He will know after this stupid commercial. God, this ad is a bitch. Why? They?
Yes, we are looking at how to pronounce the name of the ingenious gentleman. This Spanish novel published in 2 parts in 1605 and 1618
Come on, get on with it.
and authored by Spanish novelist Miguel de Cervantes. This is one of the most influential works of literature from the Spanish Golden Age and the entire Spanish literature. General, one of the most important books from the Spanish pronunciation. The X in Spanish is pronounced like a J, like a jota, so you have to say Don Quixote.
Yeah, Don Quixote. I was saying that. No, it's Ho. Don Quixote. Isn't that Don Quixote's best friend? I don't know. Well, he's a big goofball as far as I can tell. And, well, doesn't it describe Sancho as a middle-aged man with a, paunch? Yes, that's me, but I'm not only Sancho Panza, you see. I'm a mixture of several different characters from the story. Of course. I see. I presume those characters are... You fucker. Rocinante, Don Quixote's faithful steed. Dulcinea, the fictional princess he claimed to be the most beautiful woman in the world. Well, no, that would be Don Quixote. If you're saying Don Quixote, like with a maybe, but no, Jote. I just heard it from a guy who sounds plenty authentic to me. And Altisidora, maid to the Duchess, am I correct? That you are, right on all counts. Why, thank you. I see. So you're also Rocinante? That explains why. Oh yes, Sir used to ride my ass day and night. My. Didn't expect to read that. Did I see the new Nikkei? Not yet, no. Do you have to put it like that? I was just treating you like a knight would any horse. I have one word for you, sir. Windmills. Ah, right, the windmills. That's right. As you can imagine, it's not all pleasant being a horse when your rider is tilting at windmills. I have you now, you evil giants! Come, Rocinante, let's show them our mettle! Sir, those are quite clearly windmills. I see some things are still beyond you. Sir, wait! I said wait! Come, Rocinante! It's time to earn my beloved Dulcinea's pride. And there he goes. What the hell? What? Did it launch you into the air? How does that work? I did tell you, sir. That accursed wizard may have turned them into windmills, but I know a giant when I see one. If I charge again with all my might, then... On second thought, everything hurts. I think I'll have to pass on this one. Aw, poor Rokinante. Are you okay? Are you still even alive? And that is one of the world-famous Don Quixote de la Mancha's best-known exploits. Suffice it to say that Rokinante was present, and it did not go particularly well for him. That poor horsey. I could have sworn those windmills were giants. Oh yeah? I know what you mean. There were times when I went crazy and mistook Astolfo for a proper lady. Excuse you? What do you mean mistaken? I'll have you know that's exactly what I am. What kind of proper lady falls asleep and drools all over her hippogriff? Yeah! Ugh. Is this a comedy bit? You got it! Aren't you two supposed to be knights? Anyway, there you have it. It just goes to show how much trouble you can get into when you can't tell what's real and what's not. Now then, I believe it's time we got to more pressing topics. Namely, why did you claim to be Charles the Great? And why are you giving orders that appear to be to what appear to be genuine members of his 12 paladins? Now that Miss Sarah has joined us, I would be most grateful if you explained what's going on. You mean you still don't know? That's right. Sancho promised us she would explain everything once our master arrived. Indeed. I truly appreciate the help, but we still know far too little about the singularity. Yes, I'm excited to finish up my waifu files, the new one, Stella Blade. I recorded it and did all the dai-chan voice conversion last night. And then I just have to do a bit of motion capture, and then editing, all the way to the end. Even Holmes can only get so far without a clue to go on. Indeed. I understand. Unfortunately, I can only give you the knowledge I have from having been summoned to the singularity. May I, sir? Yes, go ahead. What's got him down? What's that all about? After we were summoned to the singularity, we learned that most of the other servants here plan to rebel against proper human history. At first, we thought this rebellious trend was the result of anti-heroes becoming outright evil and turning other heroes to their side. But we quickly learned that wasn't the case. They were all proud to announce their rebellious intentions, regardless of their original alignment. Naturally, other servants were summoned by the counterforce to repair this singularity. But they were vastly outnumbered and were quickly defeated one by one. To make matters worse, some of these servants even joined the rebels. I suspect another power was involved in those cases. We lost one of our own in a similar manner. I see. At any rate, we knew we'd never be able to repair the singularity like this. So we decided to gather like-minded comrades. Fortunately, there were schisms among the rebelling servants we were able to take advantage of. Any new movies you've seen of late? I watched the new Ghostbusters. It was okay. I watched an older film recently. Robin Williams' 1 Hour Photo. I don't know if you've heard of that one, but it's kind of a creepy thriller type where Robin Williams plays this creepy stalkery guy who makes extra copies of people's photos, specifically one family that he pretends he's like a part of because he's so fucking lonely. And it's pretty crazy. It's a good movie. Eventually, we managed to win Astolfo and Roland over to our side and established a third realm. Having done that, we've been able to maintain a balance between the three powers here. by doing all we can to make sure neither the revenge nor reinstatement realms grow too strong. But now you've invited us to join you. I presume this means you're at your limit. Limit? That's right, our faction's greatest flaw is the fact that our Charles the Great isn't really Charles the Great. Did your wife like the movie? She thought it was okay. So far, we've been able to skate by on the name and the fact that we have 2 of his 12 paladins on our side. But we won't be able to keep that pretense up much longer. In fact, it may already be too late. I believe our subordinates will begin to suspect something isn't right within the next few days. Then I take it they believe you to be rebels against humanity as well? I'm afraid so. There are a few exceptions who are still on humanity's side, like the servants we sent to infiltrate the Revenge Realm. But most of our servants believe they're also rebelling against humanity. Though I admittedly led them to believe this. Tell me then, what do you make of those servants? This certainly isn't the first time servants of proper human history have chosen to stand against it. They all have their own thoughts, ideals, dreams, and their own orders to follow. For most heroes, destroying their enemies in combat is a perfectly reasonable solution. There have also been servants who have been corrupted, essentially turned evil. Yepper. Ushi waka waka waka. We have recorded one such notable instance in the case of Ushi Wakamaru being tainted by the Chaos Tide and turning against us in the 7th Singularity. But there do not seem to be any such factors in place for this singularity. These servants have all been summoned as normal and retain their original intellects and personalities. But to have so many servants choosing to rebel against proper human history is, frankly, bizarre, and that's putting it mildly. I've had the same thought, so I tried asking a number of them about it. As far as I can tell, they don't seem to have come to this decision logically. It's almost as though they're driven to rebellion on an instinctual level. Whatever the case, they may seem incapable of stopping themselves from rebelling. Some appear to be more compelled than others, but both the Revenge and Reinstatement realms are actively disposing of anyone they deem uncommitted. As a rule, summoned servants are significantly influenced by their master's personality. A servant could become a monster under an evil master, or a kind-hearted familiar under a good one. Those differences are minuscule when it comes to heroic spirits, so for this kind of rebellious spirit to take root so instinctively... What are you saying, Kadok? You think they have a truly evil being for a master? For example, someone like James Moriarty, perhaps? What do you think, Administrative Advisor? Holmes?
Answer me, damn it!
Yay, and this one's only 2. That's fair. That's much better. Even though you never know the length of any given node, it could be 7 hours long. What is through the curtains? Oh, it's Moriarty. Great. He's nothing without his beard/mustache or whatever. Sherlock Holmes is my rival. He's the light to my shadow. However, in this new role as a foreign disciple, our past rivalry is irrelevant. Only his abilities matter now. His capacity to observe, deduce, and reach the truth. I cannot have him bringing those abilities to bear here. So I planted seeds of doubt. I appeared to him and showered him in a torrent of utter nonsense. Yes, utter nonsense. But assuming my position is assured, he will no doubt lose sight of what is truly important thanks to my efforts. If Holmes means to uncover the truth, then I shall be a wall to block his progress. He will never overcome the barrier I represent. I see. It seems this foreign god thinks things through very well. It's a shame Vlad III sealed himself away with his own stakes. A powerful servant like him would have made an excellent piece on the board. Oh well, I suppose I shall just have to move some other pieces instead. But what about... I just can't say. Hi, Adi-chan, I take it you didn't read my text. You were busy doing your hair. It looks cute.
Thanks. Sorry, I'll read your text.
Holmes? My apologies. No matter how I try, I can't seem to get a read on this Moriarty. I don't believe he's the Singularity's master, but aside from that... What's with you? You're usually not so hedgy. Nonetheless, I have arrived at a conclusion, though one that yet remains ill-defined. In this Singularity, masters are nothing but meaningless. Are all but meaningless. Then does that mean it's impossible to get rid of the servants here by finding and killing their master? Yes, I believe we should assume as such. Well, that's going to be a problem. We recruited you Chaldeans because we were counting on you to do exactly that. You were? Naturally, that in no way precludes us from cooperating in a different manner. The new VTuber drama? Which ones? About that VTuber convention that Kirsha was barred from daring to have a non-progressive point of view on life? For example, we could win this war against the Revenge and Reinstatement realms. Acquire the Holy Grail sustaining those realms and cause this singularity to collapse. I just think conventions have gotten super fucking lame now. I'm surprised that Anime Expo is as cool as it is, given that it's, you know, in California and all that. Would that not be a viable option? Bad VTuber? You don't like her? Why don't you like Kirsha? Would that not be a viable option? Sure, if we could actually accomplish that, but what about the numbers problem? Their armies are far larger than ours. The Japanese ones are still great. Well, yeah. Yeah. Of course, I've taken that into consideration, and I remain confident we can win. There are certainly plenty of challenges to overcome, but the situation is by no means hopeless. What do you think, sir? Right, Sir Sherlock Holmes? Yes? Please save proper human history for us. Well, thank you, Carefree Dot. Yes. Yes, sometimes I don't get the recognition as a VTuber, but I'm a VTuber, damn it. I need more fan art, I need more clips. Well, no, I don't need those things, but those are the things that other VTubers just naturally get by being popular, you know what I'm saying? Haven't quite reached that point. Hey, Adi-chan, what you doing? Come here. I don't want to text you. What's this about pizza? Since when?
I don't know, I want pizza. I'm hungry, I haven't eaten today.
What kind of pizza?
I don't know.
Well, we don't need to do Kung Fu Tea for getting pizza.
Do both!
We don't need to do both!
It's a special day!
It is?
Yes.
Why?
Because
What's special about today?
Because I love you.
Well, that's every day. I don't know. If you get pizza from that one place, I'll get another mac and cheese.
Oh, Perry?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah! Okay. I do it.
cool. What do you think of Reverse 1999? I don't know what that is. What are you talking about? If I ever does... I don't know if Fate wants to touch Israel right now. Even in the fictional sense of the past and legends and stuff, because people are dumb. No, even I watch other VTubers. Dawson. It's just the woke virus trying to get a hold onto anime. I mean, to an extent, I guess. Consider it done. That being said, there are only so many things we can do at the moment. Our first few steps should be taken as a small, mobile commando unit. Then we'll have a few other servants accompany you. There are servants besides Roland and Astolfo we're fairly sure we can trust. Thank you, that will be a great help. Nova Aokami. I don't know her. Well, I'm assuming it's a her. Most VTubers tend to be chicks because they just have that monopoly. It's a safe bet they'll be keeping an eye on us too. That aside, Sancho is pretty much running the show ever since they revealed their true identity, hasn't she? In fact, now that I think of it, she was the one who conveyed what Charles the Great was supposedly saying all that time. I guess it makes sense Sancho would be better with political stuff than Don Quixote, given his background. Have you been watching Mint? No, I don't know Mint. I like Numi. Fillion's a bit much for me, but she's funny.
Dude, Fillion's the best.
Fillion? Yeah, she's a bit, like,
She's insane.
super mega Gen Z slang type person. She's like, it's a bit much for me, but she's entertaining to watch. I just don't think I would be able to, like, hold a conversation with her for very well. Hey, Kana. Leave the cat alone. Got all the pets under my desk going crazy.
Ugh.
Oh, did she schnook?
Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
Alright, and then, I like Calliope Mori. I like Marine. You think Numi is your favorite? I thought you said I was your favorite. But no, she's got a song about a toothbrush, so that's always good. I listen to that song on the regular. 'Cause it makes me feel so clean, yeah.
Yeah, I gave it back.
Yeah, I cleaned it, 'cause I'm a classy woman. I think that... Shit. Why can't I think of her goddamn name? Womp Womp. You guys know Womp Womp.
My usual. Okay. What is your usual? It's the honey, the rosehip.
Rosehip.
Okay.
Shy Lily, thank you. Shy Lily, like, really knows what the fuck she's doing at cultivating a community of simps who love her. I also like Korone,
You're Korone the puppy.
just the regular bubble.
Bubble?
Yeah, just the
Farm
regular.
Bubble.
Well, which one's just regular fucking boba? Like the most plain boba you can get.
I don't know.
I'm assuming that's probably brown sugar, but... Womp womp. I don't have any weird things that I can say like that. Buff Pup? Never heard of that. Never heard of Doki Bird. Oh wait, was she the one who restarted after Hololive ditched her? No, Niji Sanji. Niji Sanji's the one that's a mess. It'd be one thing if she was just Sancho. But the story of Don Quixote also has an imaginary princess, a deceptive maid, and a nameless duchess. Ah, well, who cares? Even if things turned out badly. Ah, I see. Well, I certainly can't match who Numi is. What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Sure. Yeah, celebrate your fandom. I've got that, of course. And let fiction be fiction. And waifu for laifu. I'm just here to provide support, that's all. But none of those things are cute and adorable, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that concludes our business for today. We've prepared rooms for all of you, so I invite you to relax for the rest of the day. Well, sir, you heard them. It sounds like it'll take more than killing a master to repair the singularity. So it does. What shall we do? Speaking for myself... No, absolutely not, Sancho. I still have to stay on this throne. I have a duty to uphold, no matter what anyone else says. Isn't that right? Yes, sir, if that's what you want. Alright then. I'll come up with a few possible missions for the commando unit. Good. And please, allow me to select the servant who'll keep an eye on the Chaldeans. Oni-chan! We may be low on personnel, but we're still in charge of an entire realm. There's a large population of capable servant resources to choose from. And obviously it's still a bit difficult to stream as dai-chan. I like doing that, but it's just not natural. I can't do some of the gestures and noises that I actually make. It's way more fun to just be me. It would seem we're being monitored, but it also doesn't seem as though they can hear us. I can put up a light soundproofing bounded field for good measure. Want me to? If you would. Well, we've had a chance to relax and catch our breath, which is all well and good. But going forward, how sure are we that we can rely on Don Quixote instead of Charles the Great? We probably shouldn't. Right? Nonetheless, this was still the only option available. Both the Revenge Realm and the Reinstatement Realm are fully functioning, autonomous societies. They have demonstrated clear hostility to all of proper human history. If the Righteous Realm were similarly inclined, our goose would be well and truly cooked, as they say. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but still. Never mind that now, Gordy. Isn't there something else you should be doing first? Yes, you're right. Sarah, I commend you on making it back alive. Well done, my girl. Thank you, Dawson. No, honestly, it would be really fun to collaborate with some of those VTubers, but I never reached their same height. Maybe there's certain VTubers at a smaller level that are more on, like, the size of my channel that I could do. I'd like to do another collaboration with Natalie Hunter, but she seems like she's going through a lot of hard shit right now. She's just barely able to keep producing her own videos. Sarah, I commend you on making it back alive. Well done, my girl. Thank you, sir. However, what have I told you about not getting captured in the first place? My poor heart can only take so much. I'm sorry. The story's good. It's taking its sweet time right now. I gotta say, though, It really is impressive you made it back alive. Yeah, knew me. Indeed, I suppose it goes to show just how luck, both good and bad, really can be a skill. I'm surprised, though, to hear you found a servant willing to betray her side and help you. You must remember, Gordolf, servants are hardly mindless puppets. We have thoughts and emotions of our own. Sometimes meeting new people can spur us to temporarily grow and change. Of course, we must remember only records are sent back to the throne, so unfortunately, we aren't able to preserve these feelings and memories across summonings. Not usually, anyway. At any rate, who is this Seton person, anyway? You know, I never did manage to figure that out. So you never even got a glimpse of him, huh? I see. We can return to this Mr. Seton later. Right now, we still have more pressing matters to discuss. So, hey, I put together a table of everything we know about the three realms. Want to see it? Definitely. Got it. I'll put it up on the screen. The Revenge Realm. Scale A, quality B. Yeah. You already know all this shit, though. Seeing it all laid out like this, it's pretty obvious that the Righteous Realm hasn't really got anything going for it. Kind of amazing they've managed to survive this long. They must be quite skilled in battle, and let us not forget the natural defenses this location affords them. I expect they also have a countermeasure for servants attempting to use their spirit forms to sneak in. They may be servants, but they will easily be intercepted if they are on foot, especially if they were to march in large numbers. Not to mention that if one of the other factions were to attack, the remaining faction would no doubt be quick to take advantage of that opening. I doubt she planned this all out intentionally, but it's an impressive state of affairs all the same. Well, Holmes, the question still remains. What are you planning to do next? First of all, we should discuss the Moriarty calling himself a foreign disciple. It's safe to assume he's operating behind the scenes. While we could try to pursue him, that would not help resolve this singularity's root cause. Dirty thoughts. I probably have heard it, but I have to look it up again. Then, you're going to work with this realm to help them destroy the other realms, as you said you would earlier? Indeed. I don't believe we have any chance of negotiating something else. Well, that should be fine. This isn't a lost belt, after all. Since they're the ones who started this war, they must be prepared for the consequences. But first, you're gonna start off in a commando unit, right? I wonder what that'll involve. Pardon me, may I come in? I'll switch the comms over to audio only. Remember, in this mode, your response will seem like a soliloquy. What? Sure, door's open. Thank you. I'm the Righteous Realm servant who will be part of this commando unit. Who's it gonna be? Oh. My name is Shu Fu. I'm a caster. Shu Fu? Who's that? Will I be live streaming tomorrow? I sure will be. She's a Chinese court sorcerer whose search for the elixir of immortality on Qin Shi Huang's orders brought her to Japan. Ah. That's all I know. If you want to know more, ask her yourself. It's okay if you don't know who I am. I know I'm a pretty minor hero. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Shu Fu. I'm Sherlock Holmes, detective, and this is... Cataxemlopus, Sarah. At least that's what the secretary told me your aliases were. I understand that you can't speak freely for a variety of reasons. Still, I'd be thrilled if you told me more anyway, so tell me. Let's just say all in good time. Oh yes, very smooth. All that aside, 2 casters and an extra class? Weird makeup for a group. It's a long story. Lady Shufu, would it be alright if I introduce myself now? Yes, that should be fine. We probably should introduce the other servant joining this unit. Well, I can assure you I didn't forget about him or anything like that. Uh-huh. No wonder the Secretary trusts you so deeply, Lady Shufu. You truly are greater than your stature suggests.
Are you calling me short?
Oh, you. I'm Dirmuda Dubna, one of the Knights of Fianna. I'm also known as Dirmud the Dazzling. Pleased to meet you. Dirmuda Dubna, we know you. Oh, it sounds like you already know who I am. I'm surprised, I'm not that famous. Oh, perhaps we met in another singularity or during a Holy Grail war. If we have, I'm afraid I have no memory of that, but here, I will be proud to fight beside you. Work me as hard as you need for this assignment. Man, now that's what I call a hero's hero. A beauty indeed. Come to think of it, Technical Advisor, you've always loved all things beautiful, haven't you? Alright, now that we've made our introductions, perhaps you can tell us about our mission. Of course. Our mission is to determine the enemy's military strength and to secure an abandoned stronghold. Hello, Memester. Unfortunately, we're so low on personnel that we'll have to accomplish both in one day. I can tell the Secretary is ready to run us all ragged, me included. This is going to be such a hassle. I wish I could just run away. Well, that was a sudden, depressing turn. I'm sure this is obvious, but just to be clear, I'll stick to providing rear support. Dirmud here will lead the charge. That's right, I will do everything in my power to escort you all safely. Damn, he's so radiant it hurts to look at him. I still don't understand how the dazzling part of him actually manifests physically. Don't worry, I promise I won't dazzle anyone while we're undercover. I guess it's too much to ask for you not to dazzle in daily life either. Anyway, we'll be setting out tomorrow morning, bright and early. I recommend you all change into your spirit forms, or otherwise get as much rest as you can tonight. Today's stream might wind up being a little shorter than the others. When my food gets here, I'm probably going to wrap it up. But I will be streaming tomorrow. And I'll be streaming until this whole thing's done. Quiet, it's me, Kaduk. Keep your voice down. I want to talk to you, outside. Okay, that should do it. Are you ready, Mashu? Yes, I'm here. As you requested, Da Vinci is working on the Ortonax. Director Gordolph is asleep, and the night staff are all dozing off too. I'm the only member of Chaldea currently on active duty. But why did you want to talk to us alone? Just to be safe. After I woke up, I reviewed your records of everything that happened after the Russian Lost Belt, including records about the man from Chaldea. He's not really Dr. Roman. I know. I don't know who he is either, but we'll just have to put that aside for now. More importantly, do you remember what he said about there being someone who can't be trusted? And what Archer said afterward about something feeling off? Of course. I really can't believe you went and reported everything they told you when they were very clear you should keep it secret. I guess you wouldn't be you if you hadn't. You remember those records too, right, Mashu? Didn't you ever think about who the man from Chaldea might have meant? It's all there in the report. I've given it some thought, yes, but it seemed too far-fetched to take seriously. You're not exactly sounding like a mystery lover here. So you dropped it, just like that? Not another thought? Not at all. It was the opposite. I believe I thought about it as much and as logically as I could. But no matter how much I thought about what he said, it never made any more sense. How so? Well, if someone on Chaldea's staff can't be trusted. We still don't know the true identity in JP? That's so bullshit. We're well past the Lost Belt. I thought that was something that's gonna matter to the Lost Belt, but I guess it doesn't. Gotta say, male... Yeah, I saw. Male VTubers are not as popular. It's true. One of them, that would mean one of them is a traitor. But there's no evidence anyone has betrayed us, and more importantly, no motive for anyone to do so. We call this kind of mystery a whodunit. Oh right, I've heard of those. Whoever told me about them also said. There's no meaning to be found in figuring out howdunnits where mages are concerned. Not when they can do almost anything, including things outside the natural realm. So you have spoken with Waver, I see. That's what he says all the time. The reasons they committed a crime, the why done it, that is, always meaningful. Right. And that clears everyone on Chaldea's current staff of suspicion. I can't see any reason for a member of our staff to want to help wipe the Earth clean. If they were just hiding their motivation, they would have tripped up long ago. If they didn't have any reason to reset Earth, they wouldn't have any reason to help prevent it either. Yeah, that's true. The crime's already been committed here, so why would a traitor go on to help the organization trying to undo it? So Lost Belt 7 isn't the end of the arc, is that what you're saying? Our issue with the foreign god has yet to be resolved? The same goes for the servants too. That includes me, Captain Nemo, Da Vinci, and Holmes. None of us have anything to gain from Earth being wiped clean. If anything, the opposite holds true. That just leaves Sion, you, and Senpai, Master. And your alibi is airtight. You weren't even at Chaldea at the time. Senpai, of course, isn't a viable choice either. Frankly speaking, if she gave up on everything, our mission would fail that very instant. That's true. I suppose Sion, as a member of the Atlas Institute, could see this incident differently than we do. I think you tried to link it to me before, Dawson. I thought I saw it. I don't know anymore, man. And that in turn could potentially give her some kind of motive to betray us. Maybe. But she's already done something that invalidates that theory. When the foreign god used a pseudo-black hole to destroy the Wandering Sea, Sion stayed behind to the very last second, at a very real risk to her life. If she wanted to betray us, that would have been the perfect time and place to do so. Frankly, if she had known what was going to happen ahead of time, and had then escaped on her own, we would all be dead by now. Are you really not at all suspicious that I did something somehow? Knowing those two, they could have predicted that I'd eventually come back to Chaldea. True. But it wouldn't even make sense for you to have started this conversation if you were the traitor. What's going on? You mean in the story? Or with me? I'm doing okay, how about you? Yeah, and just to be totally clear, I didn't betray anyone. Well, I guess that's not true. I did betray all of proper human history once. But I definitely don't have the guts to betray anyone holding the controls to a caller that could kill me at any time. I think you have plenty of guts, but aside from that, I agree with you. Betraying someone to save your own skin, when you know that betraying them would get you killed? It doesn't make sense, no matter how you look at it. And that's not all. Me, Sarah here, the staff, the servants, our actions have all been consistent. My case is more complex, sure, but it still checks out in terms of consistency. Long story short, I betrayed proper human history, lost to you guys, got critically injured, recovered. And now I'm here, helping you guys out with restrictions on my behavior, because it beats getting locked up or killed. Sure, I wasn't exactly being virtuous, but I was being consistent, yeah? That's true. In the end, I have to think the one from Chaldea was But you do have an idea of who it could be, right? Senpai. Well, when's the last that you followed the story? Because I have no idea how much I need to recap you on. Did you see the previous stream? Did you see any of this stream and I just didn't notice? Senpai. I'm not sure, but I do have just one more question. I think you can answer it with a search of the library, Mashu. And if that leads us to a clear answer, you can just forget all about it. But if it doesn't, then I think we might be onto something. I already went ahead and launched the library search system just in case. What's your question, Kadak? It's about servants. Let's start with Da Vinci. Chaldea summoned the original Da Vinci, and her successor unit is carrying on her work in her stead. So we know that Chaldea is her summoner, and that she was helping before the incineration of humanity. Nemo was summoned by Sion Eltnam, at least that's what the records said. He's got some phantom and divine spirits mixed in with him, but we also know his summoning is legit. And the servants Sarah contracted with, including you, of course, should all be fine. Kadak, you don't mean... Yeah, I do. My question's about Sherlock Holmes. Who summoned him? And when and where did they do it? What do you mean? A master does more than just serve as a battery for their servant. Through their contract, the master serves as an anchor to keep them rooted in reality. That's the biggest reason they need masters, even when those masters are of no help in battles between heroes. Compared to that, the magecraft support is just a nice bonus. But what about rogue servants? Oh, well, clearly Kadak called us up to the roof to talk about whether or not, who the traitor of Chaldea is, that the man from Chaldea from before that looks like Dr. Roman had put us in on. So, there's not much to fill in on, basically. Kadak is suspicious of Sherlock. Yeah, there have been servants in other singularities who didn't belong to either Chaldea's side or the enemy's side. But it was the land itself that summoned them, using the power of the Holy Grail, which spawned the given singularity. In an attempt to put history back on its original track. Basically, rogue servants use the land as a kind of vessel, so it's no surprise they can act without a master. And of course, they were also rogue servants in some of the Lost Belts who didn't depend on the Holy Grail. Beowulf in Russia leaps to mind. Then maybe that's what happened with Holmes, too? We first met him at the Atlas Institute, so... No, wait. Huh? The Atlas Institute isn't where he first showed up, remember? He was at the Mages Association in London. Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking straight. Yes, you're right, Senpai. He himself said he had left a message for us in London. In London, you managed to safely acquire the information I left at the Mages Association, right? It was just paperwork, but it must have been worth £1,000 to you at the time. I could definitely see the land summoning him in London. That part makes sense. But then, how'd he show up in Camelot and Shinjuku? We've asked Holmes about that. And he said that he managed to prolong his materialization and ray-shifted on his own. You mean like Miyamoto Musashi? No, he can't do it repeatedly like she could. He said twice was his limit, and that if it came at the cost of seriously weakening himself. According to him, those two forced ray shifts effectively rendered him incapable of combat. I see. So that's why he did almost no fighting in Shinjuku. After Shinjuku, he and Senpai, Master, formed an official contract. That got rid of his, well, debuffs, but also made it impossible for him to ray shift alone. At least that's what he said before. I see. Well, that all makes sense. You could also probably check out my lore videos. But still, something's still nagging at me. I can't figure out what it could be. Still, I can say this much without a doubt. Holmes, of all people, would never betray us. There's just no way. When you take all of his accomplishments, his attitude, his motives, and everything else about him into consideration, it's obvious there's no theory that could possibly explain why he would have done such a thing. I trust Holmes completely. How about you, Sarah? I'm not sure. Nah, well, it doesn't matter either way. I'm just giving you guys some food for thought. Having said that, Sarah, Mashu, can you just forget about this whole discussion? This is Holmes we're talking about here. I don't want things getting awkward if you trust him, and if you start doubting him now, it's not going to take long for Sherlock freaking Holmes to figure that out. Would you rather be in Silent Hill or Corpse Party? Maybe Corpse Party, but they both sound like hell. That's easier said than done. Maybe you should hit my head to make me forget? Why would I do that? I can just use a really basic spell for sealing away memories. It can only be cast if the target consents to it, though, and it comes with some restrictions. What about me? How can I forget about this discussion? There's a file in Chaldea's library on the storm border, number AG134458. I hid a memory sealing spell scroll up there, under the Alpine Goat section. All you have to do is inscribe the date and time. Okay, I'll try that. Sarah, Mashu, this is only a seal. It probably won't make you forget completely. Your subconscious will still remember this conversation. So if you really trust Holmes, then keep observing him and doubting him so we can put this at rest and trust him that much more, got it? Alright, see you tomorrow.
Spoken like a true Zemlipus.
We are the Charles Commandos. We are the frickin' Charles Commandos. Hey, Ari-chan, do you have an ETA? Do you have an ETA?
30 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Dantes has a quality that lets him escape from any prison, including the boundary between different worlds and shit like that. Good morning, Senpai. Woo! Morning! After being blood seep. We're attacking... You're asking me the exact same questions you did, like, ages ago. Attack on Titan sounds like it would suck. But these are both equally bad choices. And a lovely morning it is. Right you are. It looks to be perfect weather for your first day of work as part of the new commando unit. There's not a single bad omen to be seen, I think. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Shufu. I know it's short notice, but I think we should get going right away. The sooner we leave, the sooner we can get back and rest up. Nom nom nom. Sounds good to me. Let's go get this done! Yeehaw! Now that's what I like to hear. Why did she just cover her ears? Good morning, everyone! I hope you're as excited to get started as I am. How are you this peppy this early? If you guys hadn't come along, I'd have had to work with him alone. My stomach aches just thinking about it. Would you rather eat raw nuggets or be in a zombie apocalypse? I'm pretty sure I could survive some raw nuggets. Especially if I, like, threw them up or something. But zombie is gonna be a lot harder to deal with. Be that as it may, just because it's morning doesn't mean we won't run into any enemies. We'll have to take advantage of this opportunity to demonstrate how useful we can be. Then I'll take the front line, just as we discussed yesterday. Lord Holmes, Lady Sarah, you two shall keep to the middle. And you, Lady Shufu, shall bring up the rear. Are we agreed? Works for me. I'll come along too. Doesn't seem like there'll be anything for me to do around here on my own. You is you number one servant. Do you mean to say who is my number one servant? And the answer to that has always been Artoria. Second to Mordred. Maybe third to Skahak? It's hard to say at that point. Then let us be on our way. We'll leave from the north gate by the main road. You know, I've been wondering since we got here, does commerce even function in this realm? Better than you'd think. Of course, all transactions are made with QP. Besides, there's no point in hanging on to more enhancement resources than you need after killing a demonic beast. Angelus, last message to me. So cute, she has the moe bed on her mouth. Who is your favorite Clock Tower Magi that isn't a major protag in a Type Moon work? I mean, Luvia, probably. She's not a unless you're considering her a main protag. Would you rather win $1 million or have anime never be censored? That's a good question. If it was true that it would never be censored ever again, I might actually choose that over $1 million. That's how the servants of all three realms enhance their spirit origins. I still have a long way to go myself, but at least I'm doing better than you guys. Well, yeah, I'm not even a servant. Oh, hang on. I actually want to do some shopping while we're here. Is she buying rocks? Hey, can you see me? That voice. Seton? Well, now we know definitely that's frickin' him. Hey, looks like we both got away clean. Congrats. Why the hood? Oh, this? Let's just say I've got my reasons for wanting to keep myself to myself around here. Everything okay with you? Yep, everything's fine. Honestly, I'm more worried about you. But you seem like you're doing fine, so never mind. So what are you gonna do now that you're free? I think I'll just hang around here for a while. This place isn't nearly as savage as the Revenge Realm, so I've got a feeling things will work out. Would you rather smash Saber or Mordred? Probably Mordred, if I had to choose, because Artoria already has kind of a romance thing going on with Shiro. Not that that necessarily would stop me, but you know what I'm saying. So how about you? You're off on a mission? I wish I could help you out, I really do. But I'm afraid that's easier said than done. Sorry. No worries. Okay, I'm gonna go give this my best shot. Awesome. You've totally got this. Alright, I think I'll get going too. Bye! Oh, Inorai, the old lady? Something wrong? Oh no, everything's fine. Then try to keep up. This mission looks like it's gonna be a real bitch, both coming and going. Huh? Oh right, I guess you wouldn't know, since you were passed out. Our destination is way up in the mountains, and there's no ropeway or anything to help us get there. Yikes. I think we got something at the door. Hey, I was just wondering. What is it? Are we gonna have to do this on the way back, too? What do you think? Then I think maybe we should take a little break. I don't think that's a good idea. Huh? Why not? There tends to be a lot of snakes in this area. What, snakes? That's not a big deal. I can just cast a simple spell to... I believe these particular snakes are called Orochi in the Far East. Why are you only mentioning this now? Would you rather live 200 years, young, or have your pets live with you until you die? Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good question. I think maybe the pets. But my god, is that a tough choice. Okay, so after this battle, I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. But after that, you know, Lisa good. I will schedule a stream for tomorrow. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you absolutely must check out my Stellar Blade outfit ratings. It's dai-chan Alter. We haven't had her in a while, and it's very fun. You want to see a female Chinese servant wearing a microskirt and crop top? According to Qin Dynasty albums, women of a Miao group called dai-chan Miao, or microskirts and crop tops is a cultural thing. There was one girl in Dynasty Warriors who wore something fairly close to that. It wasn't a skirt, but it was shorts and a crop top. Was it like Bao Sangyang or something? You'll check it out? How? It's on my channel. You just click on my name. That's a lot of Orochi. That's a lot of Orochi. If I do say so myself. How is it cultured? I mean, it is cultured. How? Because I'm showing off nice outfits. Or do you mean how cultured is it? I would say very cultured. Wow, that was an easy fucking fight.
宴会は大勝利の後に
Xianghua has a bonus costume like that in the original Soul Calibur. Kind of, yeah, and similar outfits are default one in Soul Calibur. Yeah. I think it's exceptionally cultured. But that's not really up to me to decide. That's like saying, you know, am I cool? Way to go, everyone! Then again, it's not like we can take any credit. I helped, technically. Of course you all helped. Your aid was invaluable. Yeah, well, that's good to hear. So you're a caster specializing in summoning, huh, Sarah? I, guess you could put it that way, yeah. Wonderful. I feel as though I've gained a seasoned warrior for an ally. You don't know the half of it. The sheer strength of Miss Sarah's summoned shadows often leaves me even speechless. Suffice to say, I suggest you expect the unexpected. Great. That should make this mission a snap, then. Would you rather cat girls or magical girls? Couldn't a magical girl make herself into a cat girl through, you know, magic? Every time you see my teams, all you see is a harem? Well, yeah. That makes perfect sense. It's not even a harem, it's usually just all women. I admit, I was pretty worried when I heard 3 casters were assigned to this mission. I mean, if you assume that they're like a harem under me, I guess. But I don't even put them all around a man, usually. It's just them being chicks, you know what I mean? I admit I was pretty worried when I heard 3 casters were assigned to this mission. But now it looks like I'll get to take it easy the whole time. Yay. Alright, let's keep going. We should reach the recon area soon. Who does your avatar art? The vast majority of my avatar stuff is made by myself. I know how to do V-Roid and model the outfits and things like that. This particular outfit I designed. There was a time when I opened up my outfits to a competition to see who wanted to design it, and Shaff IT, I think it's like Shaff_IT on Twitter, was the winner. And they make the more jackety types of outfits. That one was designed by them. I still made all the 3D model part of it, but they did do the art for it. And when you see my channel, the intro, where there's 2 versions of Dai and dai-chan sliding past at the beginning, that was also Shaft's art. Oh, Shufu, gotcha. Who cookin'? Would you eat archers or Boudica? I'd like to try Boudica, although I don't think you could go wrong either way. But yes, I'm going to stream tomorrow as well. And we'll keep going until we finish it up. Again, don't forget there's a new video I just dropped with dai-chan Alter. I hope you enjoy it, and until next time, celebrate your fandom.